Hello students, welcome to my channel SARVA SMART STARTERS. Today in this video, I would like to discuss about the syllabus and paper pattern of ACCA, paper F8, audit and assurance. So in this entire video, I would like to talk about the syllabus, paper pattern, and what are the reasons why students are failing in this particular paper and how to overcome. These all things have been discussed in this video. Okay, so let's begin the video. And I have just framed a proper schedule and format for your paper pattern and syllabus. In this paper, all questions are compulsory. Okay, and mostly it will consist of descriptive questions and case study based questions. And you will be given extra 10 minutes also, ma, before you begin your exam. You'll be given extra 10 minutes so that the conditions related to the exam, everything can be noticed and read before. So these are certain conditions related to your exam. And what is your paper pattern? Before you start preparing for your F8 paper, understand the paper pattern first. Okay, so how to know the paper pattern means like check previous year questions or mock test papers and try to make a format before you begin to revise the syllabus or before you begin to study the subject. That is what my first advice is. So paper pattern is something like this. We have two sections, section A and section B. Section A consists of 30 marks, which is objective. Okay, no negative marking, no negative marking. Please remember that we don't have any negative marking. So compulsorily, please try to attempt all the questions. Read the paragraph and try to attempt the questions. So they will be giving you three questions. And in three questions, 5 questions will be given, which is of 2 marks each. Okay, so the 30 marks pattern of section A will be finished. So every question is compulsorily attempted because no negative marking, no, try to attempt that. And section B, 70 marks consist of constructive response, means case study based, theoretical ones. 3 questions will be given to you. Okay, the first question will be 30 marks, second 20, third 20. In this way, in that 30 marks and 20 marks pattern also, you will find sub questions too. So those sub questions should also be answered. So entirely section B consists of 70 marks. 30 marks, 70 marks, total 100 marks, and no choices or nothing. All questions should be attempted compulsorily. Okay, so this is your paper pattern. Please remember the paper pattern first before you begin reading the subject. After knowing the paper pattern, we have to know the syllabus. So your syllabus is divided into these parts. Okay, 5 parts. In this 5 parts, we have sub-chapters also. Okay, so basically what you can do is you can go through the ACCA syllabus format. In that format, they have given you all these parts like part A, B, C, D, E. And in every part, we have sub-chapters also. Okay, like introduction, auditors, duties, rights, etc., etc. In every part, we have sub-chapters. These are not your chapters, ma. These are your parts. We have chapters. We have 12 chapters entirely. Okay, so these are your parts. So in this way, we have to go. We have to study part A, part B, C, D, E. Like we have a particular sequence. That sequence should be fulfilled. And this is your syllabus. Later, what are the reasons? Like day before yesterday on January 15th, I guess, we got January 15th, 2024, we got the results. People who have attempted in December, right? So in that attempt, few people have given F8 paper. And the pass percentage is around like 41%. As per ACCA, they have given the pass percentage of each subject. So F8 paper, pass percentage is only 41%. So what could be the reasons where students are facing issues and why they are failing in this paper? And there are many students who have given this paper for twice also, even though they failed. What could be the reason? The first reason is my language barrier. It is not like you don't know English. Okay, you may be a English medium student, but even though, why you frame the answer, no? proper audit terminology is not mentioned. Okay, this particular paper has its own audit language, audit terminology. Apart from communication and all, we have to understand the terminology also, applicable, financial reporting framework, professional skepticism. So these are all certain audit terminology words which has been used in the subject. Okay, so you have to be very well versed with that audit terminology. Then only you can be able to appear, or then only you can be able to present the paper in a professional manner. Examiner is expecting from the students that students should properly and in a professional way you have to present the paper. So that examiner will get impressed, even though if there are two or three errors have been found, then also he will get convinced because you have presented in that professional manner. Okay, so language barrier, what I felt is like one of the cause for your failure. Means you most of the students, I have corrected mock papers of my students too. What happened was like they are casually writing the answer, casually presenting the answer as if they are writing letter to their friend. So boss, this is not a casual presenting paper. Like it's not done casually. You know the answer. Okay, you know the subject, you know the provision, but how to present it in a professional manner. That thing you have to adopt it. Knowing the subject is different. Knowing the subject is one part, and attempting it in a professional manner is on another part. That is where students are lacking here. So second one is poor time management. What happens is like while attempting your paper, when they ask you to write for 5 marks, so basically we will write 5 points, right? Most of the students, what they do is like they have little understanding about the topic and they end up writing 2 points or somewhere, or the other irrelevant points, incomplete answers, poor time management. They don't even know how to effectively manage the time. For section A, they have to give certain amount of time, and section B. So it will be adopted through practice sessions. Like you have to practice multiple previous year questions, mock test papers. Then proper time management can be availed by the student. And no strong foundation, like basics. If you have good basics of the subject, then whatever topic I teach, you'll be able to understand that. So most of the students don't have proper basics, insufficient preparation. Like for example, if you prepare 100%, every topic you have prepared, then you can end up getting at least up to 70. Okay. And what if you end up preparing only for 50%? Then do you think I can guarantee you that you're going to score more than 50? Not at all. You will end up getting 30 to 40%. So that is a strategy. Strategy is very clear. Prepare for 100%, you may end up getting till 70%. What if you prepare only for 50%? No guarantee. So insufficient preparation by most of the students. No exam strategy. As you know the format, in format, like there is certainty, ma. There is certainty and you can expect these type of questions in the exam. In every previous year questions you take, in every mock test papers you take, you will feel like, okay, these kind of questions have been asked in every paper. That means there is certainty and there is a consistency in asking or framing the questions. So when you know that strategy, you will try to prepare those questions particularly, right? So where is that strategy? You're just randomly preparing whatever topic you come across. But if you frame that strategy, you will come to know that, okay, these type of questions can be asked. So I'll prepare well related to this topic. That is what strategy. Okay, if you don't have strategy, no one can assure you that you're going to pass in this particular exam. Strategy, quite important. Not practicing previous papers and mocks. Obviously, you don't even have time. You'll be left with only 40 days. 40 days preparation. Within 40 days, you will just read the study material and practice 2 or 3 questions, and you feel like, okay, I have done all my preparation. That's it. Then what about the previous papers? You don't even know the exam pattern, exam motive, and you don't even know how to present the paper. No writing practice, no typing speed. Then how do you think you can pass in pass that exam, right? Failure to apply subjective knowledge in practical situations. Study mat consists of only subjective knowledge. Then how to apply this in the case study based questions? Practice. Okay. So lack of practice. By due to lack of practice, we can't able to apply that theoretical provisions in a practical based questions. Our entire question paper will be 80% practical questions, practical based, practical scenario based. So in that case, don't you think that you have to practice many questions? You have to do revision of many case study questions, right? So here also a failure. Due to these all important, of course, there are many other reasons too, but these are all important and key reasons which I have seen in my students. Okay, so of course, there are certain things which you can overcome these all reasons too. So, how to overcome? First of all, frame strategies must strong strategies. Exam strategy, whatever paper you take, F8, F5, F7, F9, whatever paper you take, prepare a strategy based upon the paper pattern, prepare a strategy. And later, of course, good reading and comprehensive skills. Good reading, why? Because case study based question is asked. No, like while you're reading the question paper, you have to be very cautious. You have to be in such a position that you can understand that entire question. So proper reading and proper writing skills should be maintained. And these problems are basically faced by non-native English speakers. Like they have to get adopted to the language. For them, it will be quite difficult. And what about us? For us, it is not that difficult, right? So we can just overcome this by practicing every day. Like typing speed, everything can be taken care of. Every day, practice one question at least, case-based study question. Just read the question, remember the subject, and write down in your own ways. And seek support from tutors and study groups. Like if you have any mentors already, please take suggestions from that mentors. Or if you have a study group, please take suggestions and support whenever you want. Practice test papers, practice mock test papers. And basically, if you practice those mocks and previous question papers, you will get to know about the time management properly. So this can be overcome. Like this can, you can overcome this time management factor and understand the reasons for failure. Like you might have already given the attempt of effort paper already. Take the feedback and understand where you have went wrong and take the proper guidance this time and prepare well for the subject. So these are certain ch- uh, safeguard measures which you can take to overcome these all challenges. Basically, what student has to do is presentation. Presentation of the paper is quite important and time management. While you're writing the exam, two factors are quite important. Audit terminology, which is like language presentation I'm speaking about. And the second one is time management. If you can overcome these two challenges, no, everything will be simultaneously can be done. That's it, students. So today, I guess I have given you proper understanding about the subject, and I'll come up with more videos where I can explain certain important topics from this particular paper, and I'll give you certain tips also every day so that you can practice and you can take care of all those uh, challenges. Okay. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.